And once again, what is up, my fellow patriots? How y'all doing out there in America, land of the free, home of the brave? It's me, the Wicked Wizard, back with another video. Today's topic is ICE agents are camped out outside immigration courts to make arrests. The tactical shift accelerates the erosion of limits on ICE and appears to be aimed at speeding up the pace of deportations. Yeah, that's what we voted for. And all these sanctuary cities and other places that continue to try to protect their illegal alien criminals they love so much. Well, we squashed that. We're finding new ways. They're not going to keep us down. Tom Homan told you. But look at some of these news stories. Check this one out, for instance. This is
witnesses say ICE agents were waiting outside immigration courts in Dallas to detain illegal immigrants showing up for their hearings.
Similar arrests have apparently occurred over the last few days in Miami and in Phoenix. Fox 4's Casey Stiegel in studio tonight to explain. Casey.
Yeah, Steve, Heather, good evening. An immigration lawyer right here in North Texas tells me that she personally witnessed ICE agents wearing street clothes detain at least 3 people in the hallway outside an immigration courtroom in Dallas, which means Dallas now joins an expanding list of U.S. cities where federal agents are arresting migrants as they show up for their hearings. A trap. That's how numerous immigration rights advocates describe the latest tactic being used by the federal government to nab migrants in the country illegally at some of the nation's.
Did you hear that? A trap used by federal authorities to name illegal people here in the country illegally. It's not a trap.
Nation's immigration courts.
These are individuals trying to do it the right way, go to their court hearings, apply for any relief they have. And now wrong, pal. No. These people are not trying to do it the right way legally, because they started by breaking into the country. Yeah. We offered them ways home. We offered to buy them plane tickets and even pay them, I don't know, was it $5,000 when they got back to their home countries, and told them if they do not self-deport, we will deport you, and then you won't be able to come back. Now, these people are going to these courthouses and being given deportation orders and telling them that they're no longer protected under TPS, temporary protected status. So they got their due process in court. They walk out and ICE picks them up because that's what it is. They had due process. They get double due process because then they get more due process when they get down to the ICE facilities. It's crazy. These lefties want illegal aliens to have more due process than any Americans ever had times infinity. They want court after court after court after court after court. No, you're out. Bye. Get out. now, instead of being able to go through their court hearings, they're getting removed.
Yes.
Susham Modi is a former law professor, now immigration lawyer in North Texas. He's not the one who witnessed the ICE operation inside the Dallas Federal Building this week, but he is expressing concern over how this is playing out.
There are constitutional rights, like the right to due process.
No. Again, there are no constitutional rights for due process for people who broke into our country.
It's a way for the government to quickly deport somebody without a court hearing. What's unprecedented about this is they had
without a court hearing. They just had their court hearing.
the court hearing, and then those cases are trying to be dismissed.
While earlier this week in Phoenix, protesters gathered outside an immigration court as ICE agents in that city effectuated similar enforcement operations over the course of 2 days, according to our sister station, KSAZ. One attorney told our affiliate his Venezuelan client had just appeared before a judge, his case terminated, and with an appeal in hand, he was captured.
We just had planned everything and we're okay, ready, break. And then he, walked right into the arms of these federal agents.
Legal analysts say even though courts can be deemed sensitive places like schools, hospitals, and churches, they're not totally off limits.
Expedited removal was only used
almost historically close to the border, within 100 miles of the border. It's only been recently expanded by the Trump administration.
The U.S. Department of Homeland Security released a statement to Fox 4, reading in part, quote, ICE is now following the law and placing these illegal aliens in expedited removal as they always should have been, adding,
that is correct. So ICE is doing what they're supposed to be doing, okay? These people gave us no due process to us, to America, to our country, and to our citizens when they broke into our country illegally. And now they expect 85 million court dates for due process on the way out. Nope, no, it's not. We're not playing those games. It's not how it's working anymore. So you can forget that. That's not what we're going to do. But of course, the lefties, this is what they say. And this is not normal. Plainclothes ICE agents are currently detaining people inside the immigration court. That's exactly what normal is. Because they shouldn't be there. They should be here in our country. So that is what normal is. This is great. Let's check this one in Boston.
Where were you taking him? New video obtained from defense attorney Murat Erkan showing the aftermath of his client Wilson Martel LeBron after ICE agents took him away last Thursday. Where were you taking him? New video obtained from defense attorney Murat Erkan showing the aftermath of his client Wilson Martel LeBron after ICE agents took him away last Thursday.
Yeah. That's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to take them away. They have been deemed removable. They have been given orders of removal, and their temporary protective statuses have been canceled, which means they are available for immediate removal. I don't understand what part of this that these people don't understand, but, hey, they are lefties and they're not very bright, so.
Do you guys mind sharing what they were arrested for?
Yeah, breaking into our country. That's what you're arrested for.
When immigrant rights are under attack, what do we do? Stand up like that!
Yeah, when immigrant rights are under attack, the immigrants stand up and fight back, but they don't never fight for American citizens or our rights. But anyway, they're all talking about how it's illegal, but no, it's not.
So the reality is, for my colleagues, we don't have control in the public hallways. An administrative warrant is a warrant that can be effectuated in the public hallway. A judicial warrant has more authority and go into private areas, but we're trying to work out a process where there can be respect for the courtroom and what we're doing, but allow the immigration and customs enforcement to do what they need to do as well.
Good. Yeah, let's go ahead and make sure we do that. Okay. Yeah. Cool. This is pretty fun here. Waiting outside of courtrooms. Go after these people immediately after they get out. Yay. Yep. So that's kind of cool, right? We definitely don't mind that. Let's go find them in the courtrooms, right? And it's just crazy. It's just insane, these lefties fighting for these illegal criminals. And then one more for good measure here. This one is pretty interesting. Yes, you're under arrest. Necesito arresto. So anyway, as soon as they pop out the courtroom door,
or impede me in my lawful duties, ma'am. Do you understand?
You'll get locked up too.
Why? Do you have a warrant for his arrest? Do you have a warrant for his arrest?
Yes. Hey,
Lock her up too. Lock her up too.
off me, or I am calling the U.S. Attorney and prosecuting you for assault on a federal officer.
Show us the warrant.
Do it.
Show us a warrant signed by a
Do it.
judge.
Turn him around.
You don't have a warrant. Show
Do you
us
believe-
a warrant for his arrest.
Do you believe these piece of shit scumbag lefties demanding that federal agents provide a warrant to them? To them, citizens that have no no authority, no legal reason to see a warrant, but damn these lefties. I say lock them up, all of them who impede in ICE removing these people.
Are officers with Homeland Security.
You don't have a warrant signed by a judge.
You don't need one.
You don't have to.
TPS has been revoked. He just had his court hearing ordering him deported. What other warrant do you need? So, anyway, you see that, you heard that, right? This is what we're up against. These shithead lefties, commies that love their criminals, their alien gang members that go full tilt, full bat for these people, man. They put every single thing on the line, don't they, to make sure they can keep these people in the country. It's just crazy. But anyway. Tell me what you think down below. You think it's pretty cool that ICE is showing up at court hearings after they've had, again, their due process, right? They're being ordered removed. Their TPS is being revoked. And then ICE shows up and then they walk out of the courtroom. They arrest them and take them to the ICE detention facilities where they once again get another hearing of due motherfucking process. Okay. I mean, how much due process you think you would get for breaking a law, right? You would go to court and you get locked up and that would be it. You don't go to 8 different courts and right? It's so stupid, man. But anyway, tell me what you think. It's a good idea, or do you really believe that these illegal criminals who all broke into our country and commit more crimes should just stay here and we should leave them alone because we're super meanie people? Anyway, please give me a like, a share, and don't forget to sub up. And as always, my fellow patriots, don't forget to question everything. And until next time, peace.